Hello and happy Vlogmas Day 2. It's Wednesday, December 2nd. I'm listening to the Christmas traditional radio on Pandora while I do some work. I'm taking a little break. I'm gonna make some tea. It hasn't decided what it's gonna do. It was a little dark earlier, but it's okay now. I was playing with Andy just a minute ago. There's Andy. Say Merry Christmas, everybody. Do you want to play? Huh? Come on. He was doing it earlier. What's the matter, buddy? Oh well. That's all you have to say for yourself? Hey, what's the matter? What's the matter? Oh, he's gonna be in one of those moods. I have some news. Let me put the camera down and make tea while I tell you, if that works. It's a very odd angle, but it'll work. Oh, the lens is really dirty. Hold on. I have my Haunted Mansion mug. I put in one Truvia. And I think I have one raspberry tea left. I'm currently drinking this. We have peach next. I've learned not to open them both. Oh no, I have one more. I have two. I've learned not to open them both because then what happens is I somehow get out of a tea drinking mode and then too much time elapses. I have thrown so much tea out over the years and I do not like to waste. Let me finish with the water. We have to keep this is really yummy if you've ever had it. It's, I know you're gonna chew it. Popcorn Indiana. And this is sweet and salty. There's like a little bit of coating on it. Just a little bit of sweetness. And then there is some salt. I like this one. Hello, Andy. There's also the same thing and it's drizzled in white and dark chocolate. We keep that in the fridge because over here in the kitchen it gets too warm. But anyway, I have to put this in the microwave because there's no room in the cabinets, and if I leave it out, somebody who shall go unnamed chews on it and then punctures holes in it. So I got a call from my brother last night. Go ahead, eat your breakfast. Do you have any? Oh, you did eat your breakfast. Thank you for stopping there. I got a call from my brother last night. You know, part of this thing with my mom, they thought it might have been a reaction to this medicine that they put her on in October. And it was to help maintain her memory a little longer. But about 3 weeks into it is when everything went crazy and she started talking about being dead. And then Jim called me, her husband. Chewy and I came in 5 days later and we checked her into the hospital. Now, in the meantime, between when Jim called me and myself and Chewy got out to Ohio, they called her doctor and told her what was happening, and they said, this is a possible side effect of the medication. Stop letting, don't let her take any more of it, and it should take about 3 days to work out of her system. One more. So the third day was Friday, the day that we spent on the patio going through all the Disney stuff. Things hadn't gotten much better. Worse, as a matter of fact. And then Saturday's the day we took her. And so that was at about 1 month that she had been on the medication. So over the last couple days, her demeanor has changed. There's not as the talk of death. Occasionally, my brother said, like at Thanksgiving, she talked about angels. But then Saturday, she talked about needing to get home to sprinkle dirt over her and Jim, which was odd. But then all of a sudden, like ever since then, she's been normal to the point where she's allowed to make phone calls from the facility, but she doesn't have her phone. So who remembers phone numbers anymore now that they're all in our contacts, right? But she remembered Aunt Jill's, her sister. She called Aunt Jill, and Jill was ecstatic. She said she sounded just like, your mom from a year ago. Now, none of us are under any delusions that, the Alzheimer's and the delusion itself will probably still progress. But we got a call. My brother said when he called me last night, and there we go, that while Mike was working at the hospital, a woman came in the same age as my mom, 78. She had been taking the same medication, and she was having the exact same symptoms that my mother had a couple weeks ago. What are, wow. For some reason, this brought me comfort. Let me get my tea. Because this said to me that even though the Alzheimer and dementia may continue, at least this very strange Cotard delusion where she thinks she's dead. Let me turn this way. Maybe there'll be better lighting. Will come to a stop. And I'll see that just baffled my train of thought. It brought me comfort hearing that, because then maybe it is just the medication. She didn't have it permanently. And now Mike wants to bring her home tomorrow. They're just, the hospital says it's okay. Mike is comfortable with it. Again, my cousin, that's where he works. He knows dementia and mental illness very well, so we trust his judgment. We just need to confirm with Jim that he's okay with her coming home. I know he misses her terrible, but this is really wonderful news. We just now have all the issues of, well, what do we do now? If she's normal, maybe we don't have to get my brother on her bank accounts immediately, maybe after she's been home a while, Mom and my brother can go to the bank. You know, there's all this stuff that was in the process of being worked out, and we need to make sure we're doing it right in the right steps so that no one ever comes back later and says, well, but she signed this paperwork, you know, when she was in the well, I mean, she hasn't signed any paperwork at all, but that's what we were getting close to do if she had stayed, because we couldn't get her into a facility. So this is really wonderful news. I just wish I could fly home this weekend and see her, but I think it's going to be a little, that's a lot. Maybe if their numbers start to drop again, I can fly down soon. I don't want to go around the holidays though. But yeah. So anyway, that's great news for Vlogmas Day 2. I'm going to have my tea and I'm going to get back to work, and we'll check back later. Well, our apartment may not have a Christmas tree, but our lobby has one. Lola put up our tree down here. It looks so beautiful. Merry Christmas. The star's a little wonky, but that's good. These are my favorites. I love these big balls. Who doesn't like some big balls? Ooh, look how windy it is outside. And we have some little knickknacks and the menorah. Awesome. Well, let's go out for a walk. Brr.
Jolly old Saint Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve.
Oh, there was no mail. Wah wah. It's terribly windy, but that was a nice post-lunch half-a-mile walk. It's time to get back to work. Well, that's not going to work. Lighting these with one hand is not easy. I usually pick up the candle and tilt it, but I was trying to be cool doing it one-handed. I really like this. It smells like Christmas trees. I realized a little bit ago when I was talking about my mom coming out of the hospital, I don't seem very excited. Part of it is the beginning of it happened so fast and just caught us off guard. And then this part of it is happening so fast, I'm somewhat numb, and I'm like, I'm ecstatic inside, but I'm afraid to like be happy outside. In case something happens and it between now and tomorrow morning and you know, somebody changes their mind. I don't know. So yes, I'm just so happy that she's gonna get to come home and that she's feeling more normal, and my tea's ready. I think I'll feel better once I actually talk to her and hear it in her voice. But don't misread my like, oh yeah, mom's coming home. I'm boiling up inside with happiness. I just want to hear her on the phone tomorrow once she's home. Well, when I went to heat up my tea, I saw the bags of the sweet and salty popcorn that we ordered and were delivered last night. So I thought I would have a little bit for an afternoon snack. It's just perfect. There's I don't know if you can see it. I can't find a good one that might. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. Nope, it's not gonna focus. There's a sheen of just a little bit of sweetness on them. And then the salt from the popcorn. Very good. Popcorn Indiana. Highly recommend it. This is not a sponsored ad. I always think it's so pretty when there's dark clouds in the background, but then the sun just lights up the buildings. It's pretty. Oh, winter afternoons. Not many people playing basketball. There's some workout equipment here. There's quite a lot of people that are out there all hours of the day and night working out. All right, break time's over. Look who's home. It's Papi Chulo.
Lovely hair.
Yeah. We're cheating. I mean, we're gonna cook it.
But we're cheating.
It's crab stuffed salmon. Mmm. Ah! Did they put any more plastic on that? I think it's supposed to stay in this.
No.
Yeah. We just take the lid off. And we're supposed to brush fish with oil and season with salt and pepper. The battery's dying. So there it is. Yum. Oh, you can't see the arm action. All right, we'll see you in about 25 to 30 minutes. Goodbye, Mr. Fish. Alexa, set timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
So what do you think? It looks green in the camera, the top of it. You want to give it a taste? See how it... We're watching the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting, but of course they won't light it until, 2 minutes left in the show.
We're good.
It's just hot.
No.
Did I burn it on the bottom?
No, the skin is crispy.
Good. So with that, it's a wrap. See you tomorrow for day 3. Ko-osh.